Money, Power, Crime, New Jack City, 1991, wasn't just a movie, it was a raw and gripping look at the dangerous underworld. When it hit theaters, it catapulted some incredible talents into Hollywood stardom. But now, more than 3 decades later, what's happened to them? Who stayed on top and kept their careers thriving? Who faced struggles in real life? And who left us forever remembered by fans? Join us as we dive into New Jack City 1991, cast then and now, where you'll find out the real names, ages, and shocking stories behind the fame. And make sure to stick around until the end, because one jaw-dropping reveal about a cast member will leave you speechless. Mario Van Peebles, born January 15, 1957, was 34 when he played Stone in the film. Stone was the no-nonsense cop leading the charge against the Cash Money brothers. Tough, experienced, and unshakable, he understood exactly what kind of criminals he was dealing with. As the head of the task force, he put Scotty Appleton and Nick Peretti undercover, giving them the chance to take down Nino Brown from the inside. Though he had his doubts about whether justice would truly be served, he never stopped fighting for what was right. Stone was the kind of cop who believed in the mission, even when the system didn't always work in his favor. Now 68, Mario Van Peebles is a powerhouse in Hollywood. He didn't just continue acting, he built a career as a respected director, taking on films like Pose and Panther. He's known for creating movies with deep political, social, and cultural messages, making a lasting impact both in front of and behind the camera. Alan Payne, born July 7, 1968, was just 23 when he took on the role of G-Money in New Jack City. G-Money was more than just a sidekick, he was Nino Brown's closest ally, his right-hand man in the Cash Money brothers. In the beginning, they were inseparable, working together to build a drug empire. But as power and money grew, so did the cracks in their friendship. G-Money started feeling like he was being pushed aside, overshadowed by Nino's growing ego. Things got even worse when he made bad calls, bringing in untrustworthy people and using drugs himself. For Nino, that was the ultimate betrayal. Their bond shattered, and in a heartbreaking moment, Nino made the cold decision to end G-Money's life, turning a once loyal friendship into a tragic tale of power, jealousy, and regret. Now 55, Alan Payne has kept a steady career in Hollywood. He became well known for playing CJ Payne on Tyler Perry's House of Payne, as well as appearing in The Cosby Show. He also starred in Jason's Lyric, 1994, and Vampire in Brooklyn, 1995. Lately, he's been keeping a low profile, staying out of the public eye, but to fans of New Jack City, he'll always be remembered for his unforgettable performance as G-Money. Wesley Snipes, born July 31, 1962, played the infamous Nino Brown. At just 28, he took on the role that would define his early career. Nino wasn't just a street-level dealer, he was a mastermind. As the ruthless leader of the Cash Money brothers, he transformed an entire apartment complex into a drug empire, fueling addiction and crime throughout the city. Charismatic but deadly, Nino eliminated anyone who got in his way, even those closest to him. But loyalty was never his strong suit. The moment he was caught, he turned on his own crew to save himself. His slick maneuvering got him a lighter sentence. But karma came knocking. Just as he left court, an old man from his past ended it, all in a shocking act of revenge. Now 61, Wesley Snipes has had quite a journey. After New Jack City, he soared to success with hits like White Men Can't Jump, Passenger 57, and of course the Blade trilogy, where he became the ultimate vampire hunter. But fame came with setbacks. He ran into serious trouble with the IRS and served time for tax evasion. After his release in 2013, he made a comeback, landing roles in The Expendables 3, Coming to America, and more, proving he still got that star power. Vanessa A. Williams, born on May 12, 1963, was 28 when she took on the role of Keisha in New Jack City. Keisha was Nino Brown's fiercest enforcer in the Cash Money Brothers gang. Fearless and loyal, she didn't hesitate to use violence to protect their empire. Her bold personality and combat skills made her a formidable presence. Who could forget her chilling line, "Rock-a-bye, baby," before taking down an adversary? Unfortunately, her story ended in tragedy during a shootout with the police. Now 60, Vanessa A. Williams has built an impressive acting career. She starred in TV shows like Melrose Place, Soul Food, and Chicago Hope. She also appeared in films and theater, solidifying her place in the entertainment industry. Michele, born August 3, 1966, was 25 when she played Selena in New Jack City. Selena was more than just Nino Brown's girlfriend. She was a woman with presence, class, and intelligence. At first, she enjoyed the glamorous lifestyle that came with being by Nino's side. But as she saw his true nature, his violence, his lack of mercy, her feelings changed. The breaking point, when Nino ruthlessly took the life of an innocent child. That was the moment she knew she had to walk away. Selena's character reflects the people who get swept up in power and wealth, but still have the strength to leave when they see the cost of staying. Now 58, Michele has kept her career going strong. She's had major roles in hit TV shows like ER, Homicide, Life on the Street, Dark Blue, and Dynasty. Known for both her acting talent and her timeless beauty, she remains a respected figure in the entertainment industry. Who are you most curious about? Which familiar faces will appear next? Stick around, because the sequel has plenty of surprises, and you won't want to miss what's coming. Russell Wong, born March 1, 1963, was 28 when he stepped into the role of Park in New Jack City. Park wasn't a gangster, he was a businessman, but the kind that thrived in the shadows. He had the connections, the money, and the power to move drugs without getting his hands too dirty. He supplied the Cash Money Brothers with product but made sure to keep his distance. In the underworld, though, no one stays safe forever. Park played the game carefully, but when you're dealing with people like Nino Brown, even the most calculated moves can turn deadly. His character showed the fine line between businessman and criminal in the high-stakes drug trade. Now 61, Russell Wong has had a successful Hollywood career. He's been in major films like Romeo Must Die, The Mummy, Tom of the Dragon Emperor, and the Vanishing Son series. As one of the most recognizable Asian American actors in the industry, he's continued to appear in film and TV, proving that talent and charisma never fade. Judd Nelson, born November 28, 1959, was 31 when he played the intense and unpredictable detective Nick Peretti in New Jack City. Nick wasn't your typical cop. Hot-tempered and impulsive, he had a reputation for taking things too far. When he was paired with Scotty Appleton to take down the Cash Money Brothers, their clashing personalities made for a rocky partnership. Scotty was methodical, while Nick often let his fists do the talking. But as the mission unfolded, their mutual goal of bringing Nino Brown to justice forged a strong bond between them. Despite his flaws, Nick was a cop who truly believed in justice, even if his methods were a little unorthodox. Now 64, Judd Nelson has had a long and diverse career. He starred in Airheads, voiced Hot Rod in Transformers, the movie, and had a recurring role in the sitcom Suddenly Susan. From TV to film and even theater, he's remained active in Hollywood, still taking on new projects and proving that his talent endures. Christopher Williams, born August 22, 1967, was just 24 when he played Kareem Akbar. Kareem wasn't just another thug, he was the brains behind the Cash Money Brothers' finances. Educated, intelligent, and calm under pressure, he handled the money while others handled the muscle. Unlike Nino and some of the hot-headed gang members, Kareem was strategic, always thinking a few steps ahead. But in a world where power shifts in an instant, even the smartest guy in the room isn't safe. His story is a reminder that in the crime game, loyalty doesn't always guarantee survival. Now 56, Christopher Williams is best known for his music career. As an R&B star in the late 80s, he released several albums and had hits like I'm Dreamin'. While he stepped away from acting for the most part, his role in New Jack City remains an unforgettable part of his legacy. Bill Nunn, born October 20, 1953, was 37 when he brought the menacing Do Man to life. Do Man wasn't just another gangster. He was one of Nino Brown's most loyal and deadly enforcers. Quiet but terrifying, he didn't need words to make his presence known. His nickname came from his slow, almost simple way of speaking, but in reality he was anything but foolish. He was cold-blooded, loyal to a fault, and always ready to carry out orders, until, like many in the crime world, loyalty became a disposable thing. Sadly, Bill Nunn passed away on September 24, 2016, at the age of 62 after battling cancer. But his legacy in film lives on. He's best remembered as Radio Raheem in Do the Right Thing, a performance that left a lasting impact. He also played Robbie Robertson in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man films. With his powerful screen presence and unforgettable roles, Bill Nunn left an indelible mark on Hollywood. John Aprea, born on March 4, 1941, was 50 when he portrayed Don Armidio in the film. Don Armidio was the seasoned mafia boss who saw Nino Brown as a rising threat. Running traditional criminal operations, he viewed Nino's aggressive tactics as a challenge to his authority. In a brutal turn of events, Nino ambushed Don Armidio and his crew, leading to their fiery demise. John Aprea continued his acting journey with roles in The Godfather Part II, The Sopranos, and Cold Case. He also graced the stage in various plays. Sadly, he passed away from natural causes on August 5, 2024, at 83, surrounded by loved ones in Los Angeles. Did these familiar faces stir up memories? Stay tuned, because the next segment will reveal the most surprising transformations, from appearances to the real lives of the Superman actors. Get ready. Get ready. Tracy Camilla Johns, born April 12, 1963, was 28 when she stepped into the role of Uniqua in New Jack City. Uniqua was a woman who knew exactly what she wanted. She was bold, confident, and unapologetically seductive. As a woman involved with both G-Money and Nino Brown, she thrived in the underground world where beauty and charm were powerful currencies. Whether it was through provocative dances or an undeniable presence, Uniqua turned heads wherever she went. But in a world as dangerous as the one she lived in, being desirable didn't always mean being safe. Tracy Camilla Johns first made waves in Hollywood with her breakout role as Nola Darling in Spike Lee's She's Gotta Have It, 1986, a film that cemented her as a dynamic talent. Though she stepped away from the spotlight in later years, every role she took on left a lasting impression. Now 62, she is enjoying life on her own terms, remembered fondly for her powerful and captivating performances. Bill Cobbs, born on June 16, 1934, was 56 when he played the role of the old man in New Jack City. His character was more than just a bystander, he was the voice of a broken community. A man who had watched his neighborhood crumble under the weight of drugs and crime. The old man wasn't afraid to call out Nino Brown for the destruction he caused. And in one of the most powerful moments in the film, he was the one who delivered justice, ending Nino's reign in a shocking courtroom finale. Bill Cobbs went on to become one of Hollywood's most respected character actors. With a career spanning decades, he left a lasting mark with roles in The Bodyguard, 1992, Night at the Museum, 2006, and countless other films and TV shows. Sadly, he passed away on June 5, 2024, at the age of 90. But his presence in cinema remains unforgettable. Fab Five Freddy, born August 31, 1959, was 31 when he took on the role of the Master of Ceremonies in New Jack City. His character was all about energy and charisma. As the host of the Spotlight Club's New Year's Eve party, he set the stage, bringing hype and rhythm to the crowd. With his love for hip-hop, he didn't just introduce performances, he made them an experience, blending rap and stage presence to electrify the atmosphere. After New Jack City, Fab Five Freddy became even more influential. He wasn't just an actor, he was a hip-hop pioneer. He played a huge role in shaping rap culture through Yo! MTV Raps, a show that introduced hip-hop to mainstream audiences worldwide. Over the years, he's produced documentaries, championed street art, and solidified his legacy as a cultural icon. Now 65, he continues to influence music and art, ensuring that hip-hop's history is never forgotten. Nick Ashford, born May 4, 1941, was 50 when he made a special appearance in New Jack City as Reverend Oates. In a film filled with crime and violence, Reverend Oates stood as a rare symbol of morality and hope. As a respected pastor, his character reminded the community and the audience that good still existed even in the darkest places. Nick Ashford's presence in the film brought a unique depth, showing the ongoing struggle between righteousness and corruption. Beyond acting, Nick Ashford was a music legend. Alongside his wife, Valerie Simpson, he formed the iconic duo Ashford-Simpson, known for timeless hits like Ain't No Mountain High Enough, Enough and Solid. His influence on the music industry was immense, shaping generations of soul and R&B. Sadly, Nick Ashford passed away on August 22, 2011, at the age of 70. But his musical legacy and his impact in New Jack City continues to be remembered and celebrated. Chris Rock, just 26 at the time, gave one of the most unforgettable performances of his early career as Pookie. Pookie wasn't just another street hustler. His story was one of tragedy and struggle. A small-time thief and drug addict, he was caught in the grip of Nino Brown's empire. With help from Detective Scotty Appleton, Pookie managed to get clean, but his redemption was short-lived. Recruited to work undercover inside the Cash Money Brothers, he tried to help bring them down. But the pull of addiction was too strong. Pookie relapsed, blowing his cover and sealing his fate. His brutal death was one of the most heartbreaking moments in New Jack City, a stark reminder of how difficult it is to escape the streets. Chris Rock, of course, went on to become one of the biggest names in comedy. From The Chris Rock Show to blockbuster films, he became one of America's top comedians, known for his sharp wit and fearless social commentary. Though New Jack City was one of his early roles, his portrayal of Pookie proved that he had serious acting chops, even beyond comedy. Ice-T, born on February 16, 1958, took on the role of Scotty Appleton. He was 33 when he stepped into the character's shoes. Scotty was an undercover detective, laser-focused on taking down Nino Brown's drug empire. Smart, fearless, and relentless, he had one ultimate goal: justice. But it wasn't just about the job, it was personal. His mother had fallen victim to the very drugs Nino and his crew pushed onto the streets. To bring Nino down, Scotty teamed up with Detective Nick Peretti and ex-addict Pookie, going deep undercover within the Cash Money Brothers gang. But things got dangerously real when his cover was blown, forcing him into a head-to-head battle with Nino. In the end, he got his man, but just as justice seemed served, Nino met his fate in a shocking courtroom twist. Now 66, Ice-T is still going strong. After New Jack City, he kept his career rolling in both acting and music. He's best known today as Detective Odafin Fin Tutuola on Law Order Svu, a role he's held since 2000. But that's not all. Ice-T is a rap legend, especially known for his pioneering gangsta rap tracks. Beyond music and TV, he's written books, produced documentaries, and remains a major force in pop culture. The stories from New Jack City are timeless. Decades later, the film still resonates, and the actors who brought these unforgettable characters to life have continued their journeys, both in Hollywood and beyond. Which character left the biggest impression on you? Who do you still remember today? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you love this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're dedicated to bringing you more behind-the-scenes stories from classic films, and your support makes it possible. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.